Today I'm going to show you some awesome outdoor activities you must try next time you visit Las Vegas. It's currently around 6 in the morning, and the reason we're awake so early is because I'm taking you guys with me on a tour. The tour we're going on today is with Max Tour, a local Vegas company that specializes in small group tours to the best scenic spots around Las Vegas. Some of these spots you might already know of, and some of these are hidden gems you probably never heard of. At the end, I'll share pricing and more details about Max Tour. Alright guys, so we just arrived to our very first stop. This is the Welcome to Fabulous Las Vegas sign. This is by far one of the most iconic things to do. As you can see, the line was already starting to get long, and this was just around 7 in the morning. But one thing that a lot of people do not know is you can actually avoid the line by just taking your pictures from the sides. Obviously, you want to be respectful to everyone else and stay away from other people's shots. But by doing this, it'll save you a good amount of time. And after everyone was done taking their photo, it was time for the next stop. We just made it to our second stop. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the 7 Magic Mountains. 7 Magic Mountains are a set of colorful boulders. It's an art installation that's located 10 miles south from Las Vegas. Apparently, they reach more than 25 feet in height. They're actually pretty massive. I've heard a lot of people come here and leave upset or angry because apparently it gets crazy packed and it's hard to take photos of just yourself. Luckily, our tour guide Bobby had everything timed out, and somehow everything played out perfectly because when we got there, it was early and basically had it all to ourselves. One thing I thought was pretty cool was the fact that our tour guide Bobby helped us take some creative photos and even brought in some props for us, and even got some shots of us walking down the sunrise. There could be a potential airport built in this area, so in the near future these boulders could be moved. The new location is not going to be Las Vegas. So if you haven't checked out this art installation, I highly recommend you do it before it's too late. Moving along to the next stop was a quick restroom break at a pretty large gas station, and now I want you to meet Bobby, our tour guide. He's going to show you all the complimentary snacks that came provided with the tour. So Bobby, what are all the snacks?
Blueberry are chocolate muffins, an assortment of different kinds of chips. We have fruit gummies and 2 different kinds of granola bars, peanuts and fruit and nuts. And we have bananas, and we have Capri Suns, Starbucks iced coffee mocha flavor, and then under the ice here we have Coke, Dr. Pepper, Sprite, Coke Zero, and flavored seltzer water.
So after some snacks, we made our way over to our next stop, a very exciting spot you probably know of, but since we were running ahead of schedule, Bobby was able to make a bonus stop for us. So we stopped at this park and we were in luck. We got to see some longhorn sheep. This was super cool. Apparently you don't want to look at them straight in the eye or else they might come running at you. Moving along to the next stop, this is the one and only Hoover Dam. The Hoover Dam is basically an enormous concrete structure that holds back the Colorado River, creating Lake Mead, the largest reservoir in the US. It's located on the border between Arizona and Nevada, and what's actually cool about it is on the bridge, there's a spot that allows you to stand on both states at the same time. It is unbelievably massive. 726 feet tall and 660 feet long. Once again, Bobby the tour guide came in clutch. He took us to some of the better spots to take photos we could have probably missed if it wasn't for him. Since we were ahead of schedule, after that we were still able to make another bonus stop. This is a Joshua Tree forest. If you don't know what a Joshua tree is, it's basically a unique spiky tree. These types of trees can only be found in the Mojave Desert, which stretches through parts of Arizona, California, Nevada, and Utah. What's interesting about them is they can actually grow up to 40 feet tall, and they can live hundreds of years. There's still more mind-blowing places I need to show you, and remember, I'll be going over pricing and more important details about Max Tour at the very end, but first, I need a massive favor from you. If you are getting value from the video, pause the video, like it, and drop a comment with the word value. It truly helps me out way more than you know, and now let's get back into the video. Our next stop involves some of the most jaw-dropping views you will ever see. This is the Grand Canyon West, split into 2 spots. Spot number 1 is Guano Point and spot number 2 is Eagle Point. First, I start off with Guano Point. Guano Point gives you stunning wide open views of the canyon. The scenery is absolutely breathtaking. This is where you want to spend most of your time and take all your pictures. People even stand on the edge to take photos, but I would not recommend it. There's a lot of signage that says to at least keep 5 feet in distance. The next spot you have to visit is Eagle Point, and the reason why they named it Eagle Point is after a rock formation that literally looks like an eagle in flight, making it honestly pretty cool. Eagle Point is also famous for its skywalk, a glass bridge that lets you walk out over the canyon hundreds of feet above the ground. Skywalk ticket is not included in the tour, but you can add it on for only 26 bucks, which I highly recommend. Downside is you cannot take your own personal photos or videos, but you gotta understand this is their way of making money, and they do have photos available for purchase. Now let's talk about pricing and more details about Mac's tour. The tour we did is called the Grand Canyon West, Hoover Dam, and 7 Magic Mountains tour. On the screen is everything that the tour includes and everything it does not include. The price for this tour is currently $179 per person, which honestly isn't bad because they drive you around all day so you can relax, and you could even take a nap if you're tired. Highly recommend you try this tour. Book it today by using the link down below. And until next time, peace.